don't share your allegiance. Secondly, God fights for his people, verses 4 and 5. God's care for Judah was remarkable. Even though they were, at best, wavering in their trust for him and then wandered off, he fought for them. Isaiah paints a vivid word picture for us in these verses. We've all seen those David Attenborough wildlife documentaries, haven't we? Which shows us all sorts of amazing wildlife from around the world, up in mountains, down at the bottom of the sea. And my favourite ones were in Africa. I love the African ones. And you'll see a lion after its prey, and it's such a majestic thing to watch, isn't it? They chase their prey, and when they've caught it, there's absolutely no competition, is there? The prey is not going to get away. The lion overwhelms its prey, and it has absolutely no chance. The lion is going to win, absolutely certainly. Now, Isaiah pictures Assyria as a lion after its prey, but the Lord is but this is the Lord bringing his judgment on his errant people through Assyria. So the lion is also God. The only defence that the prey, Judah, has is some flapping shepherds. Flapping and shouting shepherds. Maybe they're trying to fight off this lion with a frying pan between them. And the shepherds represent Egypt. They're completely useless given the situation, aren't they? A bunch of shepherds with maybe a frying pan and their voices, and a lion after its prey. But God will protect his true people. While he cleanses Jerusalem of the ungodly, those who did all sorts of terrible things to others, while he purges his people of those who tell his prophets to shut up and his seers to see no more, while he rids them of those who go from year to year and from festival to festival in a never-ending cycle of loveless religion, while he does all that, he'll be like a flock of birds to the remnant, a flock of birds flying overhead, providing shade and cover, shielding, delivering, passing over, and rescuing them in verse 5. Those four verbs are a sign of complete protection, like a safety pen with a safe fence on each of the four sides around them, and God overhead watching over them. The remnant will be totally protected by God, even as the lion is devouring those who've given up on God. So look at the end of verse 4 with me. So the Lord Almighty will come down to do battle on Mount Zion and on its heights. The Lord is doing battle for his people. It's twofold. Like a lion in the form of Assyria, God will cleanse his people of ungodliness and fake religion, and like a flock of birds providing shelter, he'll shield them. And that word at the end of verse 5, pass over, is the same word that describes what God did when he rescued his people from Egypt centuries earlier at the first Passover. The angel of the Lord passed over the Israelites that was because they had the blood of the lamb on their doorposts. But the firstborn among the Egyptians fell, they died. And the same will happen with the Assyrians in time. God will pass over his true people. He will pass over. And yet, we'll see in a few chapters' time, he won't pass over the Assyrians. Of course, the ultimate Passover was when Jesus, the true Passover lamb, fought for his people on Mount Zion. He fought for us against Satan, against sin and death, and he fought for us on the cross, didn't he? He defeated all that stands against God and against those who trust in God through his death on the cross, on the hill outside Jerusalem. He came and he fought for us there on Mount Zion. He fought for us at Jerusalem. And it's his mighty love that protects us today. He keeps us safe even through death, right into the new creation. God fights for us, and he's won.